Hi, it's Justin from Tarot Fire. I want to talk a little today about how I believe tarot works. I'm going to read you something that I wrote recently and then I'll expand on it a little bit. Our ancestors used tarot cards to explain what we now call the study of psychology. The cards display fundamental characteristics of human nature. When the cards are laid out in a particular order, they tell a story. Each card contains a few interpretations that can apply to everyone. The magic happens when the client connects what the cards are saying to her personal life or situation. The card reader is prompted to ask questions of the client when the cards are turned over. The more skilled the reader, the better the questions. Good questions cause the client to have moments of clarity or discovery about their situation. When the client has a revelation about their question, situation, or problem, they become empowered to change things in their favor or cope with reality. Tarot card readings will often lead to a client realizing how they themselves are responsible for the problem or situation being considered. These revelations about ourselves lead to enlightenment and self-improvement. Tarot, in my opinion, is based on fundamental principles of psychology. It's the stuff that makes us work. It's the study of our minds and how humans interact with each other. And the knowledge of how to deal with any particular situation is within us already. Our brains our brains are massively powerful computers. Best estimate is that we use 5 to 10% of our brain power. I think that untapped brain power, what we don't use is what people would call the supernatural, because we don't understand it. I don't think it is supernatural. I think that each and every one of us has the subconscious knowledge that we take in, all of the body language that we see each day from the people that we interact with, from hearing things and not really putting a meaning to it, but all that, it's in our brains and it's ready to be used. It's ready to be tapped into. And I believe that the tarot cards have a very special ability to cause the client to make connections that they never would have thought of before, or bring out feelings in them that they know are true. A lot of times we're faced with a situation in our life where we do not want to admit. It's hard. We go into denial about things often because we don't want to face the hard truth. And tarot cards are excellent at bringing that out in us and putting it in front of our faces and making us face it and dealing with it, coping with it. How I prefer to do tarot card readings is because I travel so much. I like to use Skype so that I can see your face, so you can see my face, so you can see the cards, you can study them, you can look at the meanings with me, we can interact back and forth and talk about your situation and find out what feels right for you, what makes sense for you. I hope you give it a try. Again, I don't believe it's supernatural. I think it's within all of us, and that the people who invented the tarot cards and their meanings, and people that continue to invent tarot cards and invent different spreads, the better they are at creating those things, the more it reveals about our lives. I hope this was a useful video for you, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.